So last day we saw about what is data types and variables and then how to use it. So today we are going to see with actually what how to work on with functions. That's what we are going to see. So before going to that, so how to open my Eclipse? I'll be getting my Eclipse zip file like this. When you right click, extract here, we will be getting a folder called Eclipse here. If you just go inside that one, you will find this Eclipse section. Just double click on it. So it will open a workspace launcher. Then you can browse and change your specific place wherever you want. So right now I already have this section. I'll just go here. Click on OK. So usually in Java, we first have a workspace, then we have a project, then we have a package, then we have the Java or the class files. That's how the sections have been separated. So now, first I have created the workspace. Next, go to File, New, go to the Java project. Otherwise, go to the project, and then there you will have the Java project. Click on Next. Then give the project name. So for example, I'll just give I'll just give my learning. Then I need to select the environment as 1.7 or 1.8. I'll select 1.7 now. Click on finish. So I have created my project. Next, in the project, what are the sections we'll have? Right click, go to properties, go to the location where you have the project. If I come here, you can see we will have a source folder and the bin folder. Source folder consists of the Java file. Bin folder consists of the your class files. Okay, that's what we have here. So now right click on the source folder, go to new, then click on class. Okay, so usually in the source folder is the place where we will have the Java files, editable code. Okay, so here go to this place and then just give your name. So I'll just give my name as actually what? Functions understanding. Sorry, first I need to create the package. Sorry guys, I created the project. Next is package. Right click, new, give the package name as first package. So usually package name starts with the small letter. Otherwise it gives you discourage package name, which is a warning. So I'll just give first package, click on finish. Then right click, go to new, go to class. Okay, now you give, okay, we have given the package, now you give the class. So I'll just give functions understand. Class name always should start with the capital letter, otherwise it gives you an warning. Okay, so I just came, then click on default and then click on finish. Right now I forgot to give the main function as of now. Okay, click on default and then click on finish. Okay, now Naresh, you have any question?
Hello.
Hello, yes,
Murali,
Naresh.
can you hear? Murali, I have a question. See, whenever we are giving this package name, do we? Why don't we give the space in between? Why do we give the complete in a single word like?
So package name or class name. Okay, so right now just see here. New class, I'll directly go. Okay, so package name is this one. Okay, so I'll
Okay.
just give a different package name. Second. Okay, as of now, I'll just give a proper name for it. Sample. Okay, so right now it's not throwing me any error. See, I'll give second. Okay, now no there. I'll give a space. Can you see? Package name is invalid. Okay, you
Okay.
should not have space for the package name. So
Uh,
I'll give a space for the class. Can you see?
Okay.
Giving me error. Okay, so
Yeah, got it.
that's the thing. Same thing we'll try for the project also. Go to file, new Java project. No error. When I give a space and project. Now click on finish. That means project, no issues. That if you want to have a space also, you can have. It will not be a problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, clear. Thank
So
you.
now, okay, now I forgot to give my main function. So if I want my main, I need to type main control space. Then click on enter. That's it. Clear? So we have the main function. Now, any questions so far for anyone? Okay, so now I'm going to show you what is functions over there. Before that, I'll just show you an example. So Sunday, so Monday, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, this is what we have. Sunday, Monday to Saturday we have. Okay, so now again I'll have this function sizzle. I just gave dashes. Then again I'll paste that sizzle. I'll give some stars. Then again I'll paste sizzle. Then again I'll paste it. So this is how we have my information. Clear? So now for me, if I right click and then run it, it's going to print me Sunday to Saturday and dashes, Sunday to Saturday, stars, Sunday to Saturday, plus mark and percentage, and then Sunday to Saturday. So if you see this Sunday to Saturday, these 7 lines are being repeated 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times it's repeated. So think over if it's a 200 lines of code. If it's a 200 lines of code, if it is repeated for 10 times, actually it is actually 1800 lines extra. That is 2000 lines will come. So in that 1800 lines are extra repeated the same information. So in order to avoid that, we go with functions. So how functions are used means right click. Functions is also called as methods. Okay. Functions is also called as methods here. Click on default, I have a main function, click on finish. So now how I'm trying to standardize this code means. Okay, so I'll have this information. Here I'll paste it. So the code which is repeated is for me is what? This section. Okay, so before that, see right now, how you can write a function means. Okay, so it's so simple. Void method 1. Okay, the method 1 is my function name. Okay, void is the return type here. Hey, hi, Arvind. Yeah, you have any question?
Going to this, like when you said about functions, right?
Yeah.
And then you right clicked on again, you created a new class, is it? Or you selected a function in the options?
I have created a new class. Go to new and then I created a new class. That's what this new functions methods.
Okay, you just created a new class, is it?
Yes, yes. This is a different class. This is a different class.
Okay, and then you created this void method, this something, but the new function you were saying here.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Okay. So now, so how a function will be written means so simple. That is void method one. Okay, so the method one is my function name here. Clear? Then void is my return type. So sys method one. So now if you see, always functions will have a return statement. If it is void, I cannot return any value. Just I can have a return statement, but it's not mandatory for me. Always I should have the return statement here. That's an indicator. Clear for everyone? Any questions for anyone? Clear now for everyone? Okay, so now I'll just give you. So if I want to call this method, okay, as like variables, functions also is of two types. One is static, another one is non-static. If it is a static method, we have to call it with the help of a reference of a class name. If it is a non-static method, we have to call it with reference of that is actually object. That's it. Clear? So now next. So now I'll just give you. So if I want to call this method, what we need to do? Functions method dot method one. That's it. So I'll just give you sys program starts sys program ends. That's it. So when I right click and then run it, see program starts, then method one. So this will go on call me this method one, then prints me method one, and then returns here back. Then finally again program ends. That's it. So if I have another method, so I'll just copy paste. So how we write? We'll write. So void method two. Okay, then open and close. sys method two. Then you can have a return statement, or it's not mandatory also, because void means it's a sorry, it cannot return any value. Okay, so void means it cannot return any value here. That's the only thing. So now if I want to call this method, so how I can do that? So hey, hi Naresh, can you tell me? Yes, Kishore, it's functions topic. Yes, correct. Hey, hi Naresh, can you tell me if it is a non-static method? Can you tell me how I can call this method? This method I need to call. Okay, usually non-static members, how we used to call? If it's a static member, we
With
used
the
to.
help
If a static member,
with
how
the
we
help
used
of
to call?
object. With the class name.
Non-static method.
With the use of an object name. We need to create an object.
Super. How we can create the object?
Uh, functions methods.
Yes, super.
Obj1
Yes,
is equal to new functions method.
that's it. Super. Okay, new functions methods will help me to create the object. Obj1 will be the object name. Functions method what will act as a reference. Tell to the memory location. Load only the members of the functions method class. That's it. Clear now? So now, if I want to call this method 2, can you tell me how I need to call?
Okay, it's functions methods.
Okay, functions methods.
Uh, obj2 is equal to new functions method.
No. I'm saying I need to, before here we have called the method 1. Now I need to
Okay.
call the method 2. Can you tell me how I need to call the method 2?
Okay. Functions methods dot method 2.
Functions methods dot. Can you see method 2 is not coming? Can you tell me why? So why you created the object? Actually, what type of method is this one? Method 2.
It's a non-static one.
Okay, non-static methods, how we can access?
Okay, with the help of object.
Correct. So that means, what is object name here?
New function method.
No, obj1 is object.
Obj1, sorry. Obj1.
Dot. Now you can see here the method
Okay.
2 I can access. Even though I have access for method 1 and then the main function. Because once we create the object, all the global members will be loaded. That means all the static and then non-static members will be loaded into the object. It might be a variable or it might be a method. Okay, so that's why we got this information. Okay, now when we run this method, program starts, method 1, method 2, program ends. Clear, everyone? How to access the methods? Anyone has any questions on this? Everyone understood, please? Any questions for anyone? Okay, good. So now we'll go for the next. I want everyone to ping me in the chat window. Kishore, you also, Kishore, if you're not understand, let me know so that I will explain one more time. Arvind, you understood? Kishore, you understood? Both of you? Please ping me in the chat window. Functions usage. Underscore usage I'll give. Then I'll have my main function. Sure, Kishore, I'll explain again. So right now, what is the use of functions for spacing? So right now, I have written a program like this. So Sunday to Saturday, and then dashes, again Sunday to Saturday, then a star mark, then again Sunday to Saturday, then plus mark and percentage, again Sunday to Saturday. So right now, these 7 lines of code has been repeated 4 times. Think over in the real time scenario, 200 lines of code will be there, which has to be used for 10 times. That means what? 2000 lines of code will come. So if I write the code like that, the performance issues will come for me. It's a big problem for me. So to avoid that, we are going to use the help of the functions. So how we are going to use the help of the functions means, so it's like this, see. So I have created this. So this is my end. This is my entire program. These 7 lines of code is what repeated for me a number of times. So here I'll have. So here I will have here information. So Sunday to Saturday. So here I'll have a method void weekdays. That's my method name. Then I'll copy that Sunday to Saturday because this is what repeated for me a number of times. Correct? So if it's a static method, I can refer with the help of a class name. But now it's a non-static method. So if it's a non-static method, how we can use it? So class functions usage. Okay, so functions usage obj1 is equal to new functions usage. Okay, so I have created the object. Now, if I want to call this method, what we need to do? Simple. obj1 dot. Then we have weekdays here. Okay, click on enter. Now what will happen? This will go and call me this weekdays, this method. Then after that, control comes over here. Then after that, I need to give the dashes. So that is which are the places for me that Sunday to Saturday I'm going to use. Those places I will replace with obj1 dot weekdays, so that it will go and call me that information. That's it. Clear? Now, if you see the previous program and then this program, what's the advantage means? Okay, so for me, the program become more compatible. Okay, so it's easy for me to work on with that. So now if I just right click and then run as Java application, can you see the output is still the same? Now I just need to do a small change. So this Wednesday is there, so I just need to do Wednesday day. I need to make it. Now, if this is the change, all over the places I need to go and then I need to change it. That's the biggest challenge here. Okay, so in order to avoid this, what we can do means, so that means I can just give you, come here and change in only one place. Now what will happen? See, one change will be reflected in all over the places. That's the biggest advantage of going with the functions. Clear? Anyone has any questions on this, guys? Everyone clear on this? Anyone has any questions for this? Clear now? No problem for everyone? Just ping me in the chat window as everyone has understood. Clear? Good. Arvind, you understood? Any questions from your end?
No, nothing.
Clear now? Okay. Naresh, from your end, you also understood?
Murali, I have a small question.
Yeah, yes, tell me.
See, if we are using not only this weekdays, if we were using different kind of this one, I mean, like there are not only weekdays, we are using some other words instead of that one. So can we create another class for that one? I mean, like to minimize this one. We are saying like there will be around 20,000 words. So we are using this
Okay,
object.
understood. So you're saying that is, can I call a method from a different class?
Yes.
Yes, it's possible. So those things we will be coming later.
Okay, cool.
Right now you're going to understand what is functions. Then in the upcoming classes, you will come to know how to use different things.
Okay, fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how we made the functions. So now next we'll see functions, return types, and all those things. Functions, return types, underscore return types. So I'll make it as default. Allow my main function. So what is this functions return types? So now, if you see, okay, so this is my functions I told, correct? So this is my functions I told. So what is that we are going to do here means? So I'm going to call a method means how we will write a method void method 1. Okay, so sysum method 1. Then we'll have return nothing. That's it. Clear? Void method 1, and then please don't return anything here. That's what I'm going to do here. So here now the thing is, okay, if I want to call this method, I need to create the object. So functions return types obj1 is equal to new functions return types. I need to give. Then I need to call this method as obj1 dot then method 1. This will go and call me this method, and then control again comes here. It's not going to return me any value here. So SISO program starts, SISO program ends. SISO program starts and then SISO program ends. So now for me, what is that I'm going to do right now? So I'll have another method here as void method 2. SISO method 2. I'll go down. So now for me, we have method 1 and then method 2. So here, instead of void, I'm going to make it as integer. Okay. So that means what I'm trying to say, if it is void, you no need to return any value. But apart from void, if you have other data types, okay, void also is a kind of a data type only. Okay, but we are using only for the methods that are known. So right now, if you have void is there, no? So from your end, if you have integer, okay, so what's that going to happen over there? If it is void, you don't need to return any value. But if it's integer, we need to return the value. So how we have to give return 10. Now can you see the error is gone? The same thing now, instead of integer, if you have string, now it's throwing me an error. That means I need to return a string value. Hello. Get it? Everyone understood? So what I'm trying to stay here means, see, I want to call this method 2. So that means what? obj1 dot method 2. So can you see when I give method 2, it's giving me string here. For the method 1, it's void because the return type of the method 1 is void. The return type of the method 2 is string. So if you want, in which variable you can store, that is actually what? The method 2 can be stored in as a string variable here. That's the thing. Okay, so I'll just keep here. So obj1 dot method 2 we had. So now if I want to have this here, so what we need to do here, so that is obj1 dot method 2. So here I need to give string a is equal to, that means this method, when I try to call it, this will go and call me this method. Then after that, it's going to return me the value here. Then the return value, I'm going to store it over there in this variable. Okay. So a is the variable where I will be storing that information. That's the thing. Clear for everyone? So I stored that information here. So now I want to print that information. SISO a. Now if I run this, see, program starts first. I created the object. Then after that, obj1 dot method 1. So now what's going to do? It's going to call the method 1. Goes here, prints me method 1. Method 1 is printed, then returns me. It's not going to return any value here. Okay, because actually why it's not returning any value? Because it's a void. Void cannot return any value. Then next step, obj1 dot method 2. Now what will happen? This obj1 dot method 2, this will go and call this method 2, print me method 2, but the return type is string, so I need to return a string value. So now it returns hello to this place. Then that hello, I'm trying to store it under a string variable. It is simple as like string a is equal to hello we used to give. Okay, so instead of that, we are calling the method will return me hello, then I'm storing it under a variable. That's it. That is what we are doing here. Clear? Any questions so far for anyone? Everyone understood now? Okay, guys. Please ping me in the chat windows yes if you have understood it. Clear? Cool. Arvind, from your end, have you understood? Okay, cool. So this is actually what for return types. So now I'll show you some of the program. So we have seen about return types. Next we'll see about function overloading or method overloading. What is this method overloading? So what this method overloading? So here I'll have public static void main. So then now what we are going to do over here. So let's open this separately. Okay, so how a method will be written? Void method 1. Okay, so here I had integer a is equal to 100. Okay, again can I give integer a equal to 200? No, it will throw me an error. Why? It becomes as a duplicate here. Correct? Same thing, I cannot have the same method again because that becomes as a duplicate for me. Same as like variable, we cannot have two methods with the same name. So if I give a different method name, it will be our. But the same thing, I can do overloading here. So what is that overloading means? Okay, same method acting in different forms. That means if I give here integer here, okay, same type of method acting in different forms means, so this method is a default method. When I want to call this method, okay, so this is default method 1. Integer method 1. So when I want to call this method, what I need to do, I need to create the object. Then I'll give obj1 dot method 1. Can you see the difference? This is the default method. This is a integer return type, integer method. So I'll call the first method. Same thing, obj1 dot method 1 integer. So here right now, what I'm trying to say means when I want to call the obj1 dot method 1 and this method, I need to pass some integer value. So if I pass 200, what will happen? Now this will go and call me this method. In the a variable, it's going to store the 200. That a will be like a local for this method. So if I want to print it, I can print it like this. So a. This will print me the value of it. That's the thing. And then finally control comes here. Okay, so program ends here. Right click, run as Java application. Sorry. See, first program starts. Next, I'm creating a new variable called a, which is 100. Then method overloading obj1 equal to new method overloading. So what is this one means? I'm trying to create a new object here. Method overloading obj1 equal to new method overloading. Okay, so I created a new object. Then obj1 dot method 1. So what I'm doing here right now means I'm trying to create a new object obj1 dot method 1. I created the new object. Then obj1 dot method 1. So this one, what we created an object here. This one what is calling the first method. So prints me default method 1. Then obj1 dot method 1 of 200. That means I'm passing an integer value here. So this will go and call me this method void method 1 integer a. So this will go and call me this integer method. So which will have 200 here. Then prints me system.println integer method 1. Then prints the a value. What is the a value? That is 200 is what passed. So 200. Then finally again control comes here. Program ends. Okay, so now I'll have another method void method 1. If I give double b, that means if I want to call this method, what I need to do, I need to pass a double value. So double method, then I'll give plus b. So what will happen? This will print me the b value, double method, and then what is my b value? Double method 1, then my value. It will print. So if I want to call this method, what I need to do? Simple obj1 dot method 1. See, double is there. So here I need to pass a double value. So what is my double value here? I'll just give 10.30. So now this will go and call me the double method. If I pass integer value, this method will be called. If I pass a double value, this method will be called. If I don't pass anything, void method will be called. Clear now? So now I'll run this. See, now it has been called double method 1 and then the value 10.30. That has been called. Clear for everyone? Anyone has any questions so far? Any questions, guys? Anyone has any questions? Let me know. Everyone understood what is a method? What is a method return type? What is a method overloading? Cool. Naresh and then Arvind, you guys also understood now? If you have any questions, let me know so that I can explain you again. Okay, cool. So we'll have a short break. We'll again connect by 7:40. Okay. Then after that, we will see how to work on with the memory allocation. Yes, Arvind, you have any question? Just a second, I'll unmute you. Yes, Arvind.
Murali, you're able to hear?
Yeah. Yes, Arvind.
Can you go back to that program?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so the method overloading, the concept as such, like why we say method overloading here?
Because a single method acting in different forms. Okay, this is overloading. That is in the arguments. This is actually what called as arguments.
Correct. Okay.
Right now, here is what I am overloading the method. Why it's called overloading means, okay, a single method, a method with the same name. Okay, so accepting different argument. That concept is called as overloading.
Oh, okay, fine, okay.
Okay, now?
Okay, fine, okay.
Everyone understood how to call this method based on what is your return type, that will be called. So here, if it is integer instead of void, it is integer means what will happen? Simple extra one more line will come, return an integer value. So I can also give return 20. Some integer value should be passed. If it is string, I need to pass a string value. That's the difference. Clear? Clear for everyone?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, we'll have a short break for 5 minutes. Again, we'll connect with 7:40. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Another check. Initialization. Seventy. 2_2.i plus 20.
Hello. Hey guys. So we'll start the session. So we'll continue. So now, so I want you guys to execute me this code. Okay. So first we'll execute this program. So always when we execute the program, what will happen for us? A memory location will happen. So I'll just move this one here. Okay. First, a memory location will happen for me here. That's what first it's going to do. Clear? So what's the memory location name? That will be my class name. So now, hey Arvind, can you tell me as once we have created the memory location, what is the first memory that will be loaded into the memory location?
Static pool.
Yes, static pool is the first one which will be loaded. Static pool, yes, good. So now what are the members that will be loaded into the static pool?
This public static int
Yes, correct.
sample,
In sample.
then public static void main.
Are there these things?
Yes, sorry, everything like public static void sample, double
Yes.
int a, double a, all these things.
Correct. Yes. All this.
All the functions inside it.
Correct. All the static functions, everything will be loaded.
Correct.
Then along with my main function also will be loaded.
Correct.
So main function is just directly type main. So now all these static functions are loaded. Now next to what will happen, which is an executable function for me?
Public static void main.
Yes, main is an executable function. So I don't want to call it separately. By default, main will start to execute for me. So main function start to execute. Yes. Then next, now what will happen? What is this? What is this one?
Sample function.
Sample function, correct. Because so it's a static function. So static members can be called in three different ways. One is through help of the class name, other one with help of the object name, other one directly with help of the variable name or the method name itself. So the method name is sample. That's why I'm calling this one. So this method is of what type? Can you tell me? It's a static method. And then what type? Can you tell me?
Integer return type.
Integer return type. So that's why I need to return an integer value here. So when I call this sample method, what will happen means for me, a memory allocation will happen. Okay, so a memory allocation will happen. So a local memory for this. So I'll just give static in sample. So a memory allocation will happen for that. So from where this will come means, so it's been taken from this brace. Because it's a static now, so that's why static members will have always one copy which is being taken from the static code. Then it will print me sample function, then return me 100. This 100 now it will come to this place, but right now we are not capturing it in any variable. Clear? Next is integer. Thanks Arvind. So next is integer c equal to sample. So now what will happen? Integer c equal to sample. That means what? It creates a new variable in the main memory. So this is local memory for me. Okay. So it creates a new memory here. Integer c equal to samples. So integer c has been created. Now it will again go and call me the sample method. Before that, actually, what first time when it's executed, what will happen? The memory allocation which has happened will be deleted when we come out of the sample method. Now when we call for the second time, again it creates another memory here for the local memory for the sample. Okay, now what will happen? Again, it will go and call me the sample method, prints me sample function, then next returns me 100. That 100 will come to this place. Then it has been stored over there into the C variable. It's been stored in the C variable. That's it. Clear? Any questions so far for anyone? Okay, so next system.out.println C. Okay, now what will happen? It will go to the, okay, when you refer C, okay, only the variable name goes to the main function. Do we have C variable? Yes, the value of it is 100. That 100 will be printed now for me. Okay, one more thing actually, what when the sample method is executed, the memory will be deleted by the garbage collector. So I forgot that. Okay, now we have executed the first 3 lines, then the dashes. Then next sample of 10. So now what will happen? Again, we are going to call a method. This method, what? It's passing 10. Okay, so what is this 10 right now? That is my value. That is actually the argument. So that means I'm passing an integer argument. So in this, which method has the integer argument here? This method. So from where this method comes, it comes from here. So now this A will be holding by 10. So now what happens? It creates me another memory location for this. So now what will happen? Integer A. So it's going to create me a new variable inside this local memory. Integer A. What is the value that we have passed? It's 10. So that value will be 10. That value will be 10 now. Clear to everyone? Any questions? So we have passed 10 inside it. Okay. So next, so here 10 is there. Then now what will happen right now for me? This will go and call me this method. Okay, so prints me passing function, then plus a. So when I refer only the variable name, what will happen? It goes to the local memory of this. So we have a variable, yes. What is the value of it is 10. 10 will be printed for me. That's it. Then after that, what? It comes out of, we don't have any return type because it's a void. Okay, then comes out of this function. When we come out of this function, it deletes the memory. Clear? Still now everyone understood, guys? Anyone has any questions so far? Ping me in the chat windows, yes, if you have any questions. Clear for everyone as of now? Cool. So now, everyone understood? Cool. Yeah. So now next, sample of 10.50. So what is the value? That is a double value, a decimal. So now what will happen? It will go and check whether do we have double argument. Yes, we have here. So that comes from where? This place. Okay. So it's going to create me a memory for that. Static void sample. So creates a new memory. So then that memory will have double A is equal to then what is the A value? That is 10.50. Okay, so that 10.50 will be stored in this. That's it. Clear? Any questions for anyone? 10.50 is stored here. Kishore, why actually the memory is deleted with a garbage collector means, so once you have executed, there is no use of that memory for us. So that's why what will happen, the memory will be deleted. Okay, once the execution has been done, the memory will be deleted for us always. Okay, because it's of no use for me. So if it's like stores for me each and every time, it will be like a junk and then unused data will be stored in the system. That's why Java always with the help of garbage collector deletes the unwanted memory. Okay. So now control goes here. So sample of 10.5 comes here, then prints me passing double function. Then gives a space. Then after that, what? Checks for A. So what is my A variable here? It's 10.50. Then 10.50 will be printed for me here. That's it. Clear? Clear for everyone? Anyone has any questions on this? Clear now? So then next. System.println hello. Okay, and one more thing, when we come out of this place, okay, so double is being printed. Then after that, now what will happen? Return nothing, because we don't have anything over here to return. So then control comes out of this. So control, when it comes out of this, what will happen? The memory which is allocated will be deleted. That's it.
Murali?
Yeah. Yes, tell me.
This is Naresh. I have a question, Murali. See, we have, why we are using this plus symbol for this one, passing function plus this variable.
So this one, like this passing function plus a passing function plus.
Yes.
So it's concatenation. This process is concatenation. Anything that has been added to a string will be concatenated. Okay, that's what we are doing. So that's why passing double function plus a. What is the a value right now? It is 10.50. That's why passing function 10.50 is printed. Clear? That answer your question, Naresh?
Yeah, got it.
Yes, Kishore. It's mandatory for us to add plus, then only it knows that we are trying to concatenate. Okay. So then we have printed system.println and hello. Now what will happen? It goes and prints me hello here. Okay, then next sample 10, 20.50, Murali. So now Kishore, can you tell me what will happen now? Sample 10, 20.50 and Murali. When I give, can you tell me what will happen now? Kishore, you there? Yeah, Kishore, I unmuted you. Hello. Okay, I'm not able to hear you. Naresh, can you tell me what will happen now? Sample of 10, 20.50, Murali.
Yeah, here we have the integer double and string values.
Sorry, what are the things we have? Integer?
Integer, double, and a string.
Yes. So do we have anything argument which supports a method which supports the 3 arguments?
Yeah, we do have the last one.
The last one. So that comes from here. So now first what will happen? That creates me.
Will be created.
Yes, a memory allocation is done. So the memory name.
Static void.
Yes. So
yes.
this will be. So what are the local variables that will be created inside this?
Int A.
Yes, int A.
Double
then
B.
Double B.
And string C.
String C. So these 3 things will be loaded. Yes. So now what will be the A value?
It's 10.
Yes. So we passing 10 there. 10. 10. Then what is the B value?
20.50.
20.50. Then the C value?
Murali.
Murali. Super. Awesome. Now what will happen?
So
Goes and call me the method. It executes, starts to execute the method. So what will be printed?
Passing function.
Passing function.
Plus integer value A.
Yes, correct. 10. That is 10. Space and then
10. Double dashes.
Just a second. Yes. Then after that, we have the
double
2 dashes. Yes, awesome.
Yes,
super.
2 dashes. And then the P value, that is 20.50.
Yes. B is 20.50. So it's without any space. So comes here.
Again, the 2 dashes.
In just a second. Yeah. Then again, these 2 dashes. Okay, as of now, I'll just keep it here so that it'll be easy. Yeah. Then.
And the C value, Murali.
Murali. That's it. Clear for everyone? Any questions for anyone on this? Then next, what will happen? This method is executed. Now what will happen? The method will be deleted by the garbage collector.
Garbage collector.
Then control again comes over to here. Then prints me main function. Then after that,
it's complete. It will be deleted by the garbage. It will exit out of the main function. Right?
Correct. It comes out of the main function. When it comes out of the main function, what will happen?
The entire this one is deleted.
The main memory is deleted. Then after that, when it comes out of the entire class, the entire memory location is deleted. That's it. Clear? Everyone understood this concept, guys? Anyone has any questions on this? Any questions for anyone, guys? Everyone understood now?
Yes.
Good. Okay. So this is about functions. So I'll be forwarding you actually what this another program. Okay, so this is an assignment for you. You guys have to execute the same thing. So how means, as like I have written this memory allocation concept now. So with that concept only, you have to execute me this program. Okay, this is based on return types. So how memory allocations will be happen. So that's what your assignment. Okay, not only that program, every program whichever I have executed today and then whichever I'm going to send newly, I want you guys to take a paper and pen, create a memory location like this. Okay, then execute the program. Then finally execute in the Eclipse. Check whether the output which you have got it and then which you system is giving both are correct. Okay, just a second. Let me execute this program. Okay, so this is a sample function 100. Sample function 100. Passing function 10, passing function 10.50 allow. Passing function 10, 10.50 allow. Then finally, passing function 10 underscore 20.50 morely main function. Yes, the same thing. Clear? This is how we need to compare whether we executed and then the system executed is correct or not. Clear for everyone? Cool. So tomorrow we'll again connect. So tomorrow we'll be seeing with the constructors. Guys, actually with this, actually the demo session is completed. So for Kishore and then Arvind, I'll be just sending you the account details. So if you like my session and then you like to continue over there, you can start paying the fees over there. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.